Absalom's return. This story would probably be one of the great reconciliation stories of the Bible if it wasn't for the fact of what Absalom did later when he rebelled against the kingdom. If you could set that aside for just a little bit and just take the context of what it is, a great reconciliation story between a father and his son. Absalom had spent 3 years with his grandfather in the little kingdom up east of the Sea of Galilee. It took Joab to bring him back. The story really is a wonderful story about Joab hiring an actress to come and to portray the part of a widow who needs to plead for mercy for her son. And then bringing Absalom back and still having the conflict between he and his father, and then finally Absalom having to get the attention of Joab to finalize the whole thing, and then the uniting of the two. Now, Absalom had spent 3 years up there, again, pointing out the fact that this was time that he could gain a relationship with those northern tribes, which in the next story we see where he uses that. But for now, look at David. David is morally bankrupt, which affects his ability to act, his ability to know what is right. In the past, he always knew the right thing to do at the right time, but right now he's making mistake after mistake. Joab, for his part, goes out on a limb, goes out there and defends Absalom. And later on, a couple of stories from now, we'll see where he becomes Absalom's worst nightmare. And I think it's because of this story right here, where Joab puts his own reputation and his own relationship with David on the line. Follow this along as you watch this. I think that David, through all of this, wanted a son like Saul had. His friend, Jonathan. That's what David wanted. And that's what he got, I guess, with Solomon. It wasn't like Jonathan. Jonathan was a warrior, just like David. And that's what David wanted. But in these first several sons, he just didn't have it. Well, come back next week when we continue on with story insights as we get into the revolution of Absalom, the revolt and the defeat. We'll see you next week.